Hello and welcome to another edition of Stockwatch. So as we kick off the trading week, we're getting a lot more information from the earnings season as it's more Wall Street banks that have smashed estimate targets, and Goldman Sachs is the first in line to report on this morning as they posted better than expected quarterly results, which was quite expected but not on this scale, as profit at the bank surged to 63% to just over $5 billion. So here are the numbers then. You know, the earnings came in at $14.93 per share, and this is versus $10.18, so that's just a very significant jump, and it's crushed estimate targets for sure. Revenue came in at $13.61 billion versus $11.68, so you know, almost an extra $2 billion there, going above and beyond what we thought was going to come in, so that's very significant. And also Citigroup were on the radar as well. They reported stronger than expected results in Q3 last week, and you know, this has been helped by major increase in profits. So basically let's say the recovery of the pandemic has helped a lot of these Wall Street banks because there's a lot more client engagement, and this is to help drive the confidence and going into 2022 as well, something that we haven't really seen for the majority of 2020 at all. So we'll see how that's going to affect stock prices in the meantime. And we saw a jump on Goldman Sachs of just over 2% on Friday's trading, and as you can see here, this is the daily chart, we are piercing now the top border of the Ichimoku cloud, which is quite significant, because if we do get that break, I'll just zoom it in for a bit more better clarity. If we do get that break here, then we can push to, you know, the fresh high of roughly $420 in that respect. So it'll be very significant for Goldman Sachs. Not too much in the way of divergences anywhere on the oscillators, which is quite significant. So it looks like we could be having another push to the upside. But the most significant factor is we have actually started to clear this Ichimoku area. And if I just bring it down the 4-hour chart as well, once again, we are seeing that prices are pushing to the upside once more. And if we, as I say, if we can get another push, then as you can see, nice jump here, another push to the upside. I would say bias is on the upside at the moment, so bid positions are viable at this particular moment. That's what I'll be looking for in the near term at least. So earnings season is really giving back to these big banks like it did throughout the last couple of quarters as well, so it's quite significant in that respect. Citigroup as well, just bring it out to the daily chart. Not as buoyant as Goldman Sachs. As you can see here, we are having a little bit of a downtrend at the moment. So you could say that if we pierce this area, which it's trying to do, we could see another push to the upside as well. As you can see here, we are clearing a lot of the Ichimoku top border, so this is quite significant on the daily, which means that we could push to another peak here, roughly about a 75 region, and then push to another jump at the $80 region once more. So that would be quite significant as well for the bank. And also here, let's just remove some of this just to get a better idea. So here, as you can see, we're going through a bit of a choppy sideways range. It could be that we might test this cloud again, and it is quite thin, so it could test prices to the low if we do go in that direction. But I'm fully expecting another push to the upside, and possibly back up, as I said, to these previous peaks around $80. So just have it in mind that we are looking very bullish for the Wall Street banks, and especially, you know, like I reported last week, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, all these big Wall Street banks are really turning profits now that the pandemic is, well, trying to break through the pandemic, even though there is this Delta variant sweeping America as well. But Americans are getting on with it, so just keep in mind, watch out for the headlines, and just keep a look at the earnings season calendar to give you no surprises. So that's all from the Stockwatch today. Thank you very much for joining me. As usual, any comments or queries, please add them to the post, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great trading day ahead, and bye for now.